Okay, cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of The Sinking City. Last thing we did in part 14 is that I did a bunch of I did some of the side cases. We went through one where we had to help a guy find his missing sister. And it turned out that she was in the asylum, and because of starvation and stuff like that, they gave her up to like this meat processing factory and turned her into canned meat and then proceeded to eat her. So the sister is dead and gone. And then we also started to look into this a little bit. And when I did that, I did this one, the forlorn woman. And when I did that, we came upon a giant monster thing that makes you go crazy. And so that kind of makes me think that all of them are just like, oh, go to this location and find a monster, defeat monster, so that people aren't losing their minds in that area anymore. So I think that's basically everything we did last playthrough. Yeah, so I think this playthrough we're gonna focus on the main case. I might do one more of the side case things just so I can collect some more stuff. That's the field research. That one kind of sucks. I don't know what I'm to do with these. Maybe we could try one of those. But I did a quick Google of all the cases in the game, and it seems like after this one, there was like one or two more main cases we have to do. So we're actually getting really close to the end. So I think in that case, yeah, we'll do a little bit of side case stuff, and then we'll get back to main case. So in that case, we're going to see if we can do it lone child. Or this one. This is Call of the Ocean. Let's see. So what is that? Here it is. So it says, tonight the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remembered a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. The vision occurred when I was a few blocks from the apple tree, walking East Brown Street in Central Shells. I felt like I was drowning. I ran forward, and when I passed the street of St. Michael's Church, I felt the water surrounding me, pressing, calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to go to the mare and sink into its depths. So, again, it's probably a giant monster. So he said, what was it? So he was walking on East Brown Street. He ran forward, and when he passed the street of St. Michael's Church. So this is St. Michael's Road. So I'm assuming he's just walking along this road, and he mentioned an apple tree. Okay. Let's go over there, see what it is that's causing this. It's probably one of those giant monsters again. So I really want to make sure I collect some stuff before I had to hypothetically bring that giant thing down. It seems like the bear traps work pretty well against it. If I can manage to get it down before it decides to be a problem. No. So yeah, let's hopefully I can collect some stuff, because the Tommy gun seems to do great. Or it's not a Tommy gun, it's sub-automatic machine gun or whatever. That thing seems to do pretty well against it. There's a house. Yep. So look for that marking. Don't have a lot. Careful. Let me actually, because what's probably gonna happen is I gonna come from here or from upstairs. So I'm gonna set up the track right here. And right there. Oh, we got a wavy. I'm being very cautious. Okay, I could definitely see it trying to show up here. Again, I'm assuming it's going to be one of the big monsters. Don't do that yet. Watch it be like I do the thing and then suddenly it turns to a giant monster. I have to run. Because the game hates me enough to do that. Alright. Come on. KL, my cherished flock. K, I believe, has forsaken us, assuming, of course, that any such being exists. Are we to die frightened? Are we to die mad? Death will be merciful indeed in the face of this second flood. There will be no rainbow to blossom over our corpses. The sea beckons to me in a way scripture never has, as she has always done since beasts will be men ooze from her briny womb. I will go to seek her soon, and draw her salt-laden baptismal breath into my own lungs. May she forgive us for our hubris. Your shepherd, Reverend Zachariah James Baker. Zachariah, that's Zachariah. Oh. I thought he was going crazy. It is creepily quiet. I know it. I know it's here. The downstairs. Bro, I'm so nervous right now. Dude. Like, There it is. Hello. We want the small ones though. I did? None of the big ones? For real? No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yeah, no, it still had... Oh, no. Maybe that is it. Because it didn't have the little thing over it anymore. No way. Okay. I thought all of them would have the giant monster. You know, that utter monstrosity. But I guess not. Alright. Cool. Cool. Lullaby Crossing. Let's see. I guess we could try that one. Yeah, let's try going through some of these because... So that means I can remove this now. Cool. I can read this one too. Alright. Nice. So remember how last playthrough, I think of this, yes. I spoke of the anime Bokurano. Well, I did successfully finish it this past weekend. And, general thoughts, I did like it. It definitely could have been better in some aspects, but I think overall I enjoyed it. Literally, because I remember saying in my last playthrough that I was hoping that they would resident of Glen Byers? What is this? Should I be concerned?
The door won't budge.
I remember saying that, hello.
Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking
Oh,
the fall for your
This is the main
murder.
story.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann or whatever he's called.
Do you know who's responsible?
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers, I did, but they sent me drunk. I can't. It's still on the table. I've no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off, at least partially.
So I accidentally walked into main story stuff. That's fine. We can do this. Alright, what is it? Oh.
Still has a wedding ring on.
Dang.
What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope.
Ransom note. It seems like you're reluctant to do the job. Here's a little something to motivate you. Get on with it.
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off, at least partially.
Something. Or they will die. That's all I see.
So, the home of a suffragette, huh? Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of. Crepe silk and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn.
So I'm guessing this is where she was, or they were adopted from.
Joy is really cute here. I wish I could hear her sing. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
Michael's diary. Dear diary, Mom's got a new shake. Things seem to be pretty serious between them. Well, I hope this one won't make her cry like my father did. Glenn seemed to be a really nice guy. He showed me his collection of stamps and gave me this nice model car. Mom got married again. She looked so beautiful in her wedding dress and happy. A guy in a terrible yellow scarf came here last night. He was asking too many questions about Dad. Funny, I'm already calling him Dad. Anyway, I told him nothing and said to get lost. And today... So... That Dronin, or where the heck that guy name is... He came and talked to
Who
him.
in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you. Alright, so we got some information in the Mind Palace. Killer was blackmailed. The murderer was definitely pressuring males, forced to assassinate him. Byers and I look alike. Glenn Byers is a spitting image of me. Yeah, he does look pretty similar. It's just he's clean shaven. Repentant sinner. Byers is devastated by what he did. He repented and feels remorse. I don't have an alibi. So okay. You can do fair judgment, nice guy or not. Byers killed a man and must face the consequences of what he did. Victim, not a villain. Byers is a poor victim who was forced to commit a crime against his will. That's what I think. He did kill a man, and he said he's going to face the consequences of what he did. So I see him as a victim. Okay. Byers and I know. Okay. Killer was Blackmailed. Byers and I look alike. Milton Pierce wants to become mayor. He testified against me in the case. Oh, really? I mean, that's not... Really? Milton Pierce knows I did not murder Johannes van der Berg, but for some reason is setting me up. Good citizen. Pierce really believes he saw me at the crime scene. That's what it is. Okay. He mistook Glenn Byers' face with my own. I think he's just an all-around jerk. I think he's set up. He's helping someone set Charles up for some reason. So, yeah, no. Okay. Outside. Yeah, no, I don't think it's just like, oh, he was just trying to be a good Samaritan. He is doing what is right. Like, no, I think he knows.
This door will be hard to fix.
Like, hence why instead of being like, as soon as he saw Charles, he was like, oh my gosh, you are not the guy I saw there. He instead went with, well, if you want me to change my statement, you're gonna have to kill my mother. Like, that's not...
The door won't budge.
That's not the behavior of someone who genuinely was just trying to help and thought he saw the actual murderer. What else is here?
What am I to do now?
Nothing as far as I can tell. I can't find anything. Yeah, there's some stuff in here.
Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood.
Yeah. There we go. Alright, figure out what happened.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
Martin?
Don't you dare touch my mom!
So that's Michael.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Jeez. Okay. So... I think it's this one.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Oh, wait, no. I think they started beating her up, and then he pushed them?
Don't you dare touch my mom!
And then they walked them out.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
There we
The
go.
gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor. And the rest of the assailants left with the hostages. How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
One of Evelyn's attackers fell through a hole in the floor. Now, maybe I'll find something useful if I look around.
Wow. How do you know all that? You detective types sure are clever. It would explain the broken boards. I'll get you the key, and, sorry for the mess.
I'll get going.
All right. We were resilient. All right.
Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.
Yeah, that was like an uncomfortable place to fall. Oh, could it be that he fell and then was dragged away by one of these deep monsters?
That's a rare spirit. They're lucky to have a bottle from before Prohibition.
Let's see, it's a letter.
Congratulations on your wedding. From Sister Peg.
It's probably this guy's probably hearing me doing all this stuff. It's probably crazy because you're just like, what in the world is going on down there? Great question. Yeah, just a little bit of pest control. That's a leg. Ooh, yep.
Help me! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
Yep, that's kind of what I thought. Big rough. Alright, so got his leg ripped off and let me guess, dragged down here. Old sewing machine. Cool. Saw one of those in real life a couple days ago. Is this the world telling me I need to get back into sewing? Ooh, yep, there he is.
Let's see what he's got in here.
Lockpick. Torn bit of map. In the bag of a dead gang member, I found a piece of map for the southern part of Salvation Harbor. One of the houses on Eel Street, north of an intersection with Skipper Road, is marked with a red circle.
Now that sends shivers down the spine.
Yeah. He was, seems like he was eating. Basically. Anything else to look at with this guy? I guess I go up and talk to the guy upstairs and explain to him, hey, I found a body. Nope, nothing. Let's look good. Let's see. Here. What was it? Map shows South Salvation Harbor, north of the intersection of Skipper Road and Eel Street. North of the intersection. So, like, around here. Okay. Let's see. Inevitable fate. One of the gang members fell through the hole in the floor. He was caught by a monster, dragged away. When they would trace him, he did. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there's still more. So he was dragged away. And eaten. Can't talk to the guy again because he doesn't have anything for us. I guess I'll just wander around. I started talking about Bokodano, then I got distracted. So yeah, I did finish it. And as I was saying, oops, I think I got some fall damage. I got Morish. I was hoping that the story would start trying to explain a bit more about what it was that was going on in this world. Like, why the enemies were coming, why 15 of them had to be contracted to fight these enemies, and, you know, just other mysteries of what was going on in this story. And I got my wish. Like, literally, that right after that playthrough, I think I went to go watch it. And in the episode I watched, it explained a lot.
Now that sends shivers down the spine.
Is there anything I could do with it other than just... Doesn't look like it. Yeah, he fell down. He crawled, and ended up there. That's a thing I can't pick up. Turns out what was happening was that you had, like, these people. We really only see them once. They're referenced a couple of times throughout the entire show. Like, maybe literally a couple times, like two times. You have these people who are trying to have, like, these world battles.
Someone must have had a hard fall here.
So that they can siphon energy from whatever world wins their fight. So because of, like, changes in timeline and stuff like that, there are a bunch of these parallel Earths, but there's too many of them. So kind of like pruning a tree or something like that is how they described it. You have these beings having these other Earths fight each other so that they can dwindle the amount of variable Earths there are. So every time one of these quote unquote enemies show up and the kids you're following fight them, they're actually fighting just another group of people from another parallel Earth who are also trying to protect their Earth. Yeah, that was quite interesting. I did not expect that at all. But that's what was going on. And so after discovering that, the rest of the story was just following the main group, the main 15 that you were introduced to at the beginning of the story. Of course, a lot of them are dead now because, again, the robot's powered by human life force. So after you pilot the robot, you die. I'm not finding anything else.
What am I to do now?
So just following the rest of them as they try to defeat the remaining enemies and try to decide and wrestle with the idea of the fact that they're just killing and destroying other people who are also just trying to protect their Earth. It ended with one kid who was a real pain named Ushiro. He was really annoying and still kind of ended up being annoying because he was very abusive towards his younger sister. Like literally just beating her up and hitting her for no reason. Literally just existing, and he would hit her. It was awful. It was really, really bad. But it seems like he did finally realize what he was doing was wrong and stupid. And so it ended with him having to do the final battle. Where the heck is anything else in this place? Like, I'm looking so hard. And the fact there's nothing else I could do with the body is weird. But yeah, he seemed to have realized what he was doing was wrong, and in the end, he sacrificed himself to fight the last enemy and effectively destroying another world. And then after he defeated that last one, he dismantled the giant robot he and the rest of the other kids that had died previously had been using. And so that is that. It's like it seems like they won. And the sister of Ushiro, she tells one of the other involved kids' siblings what happened to their sibling, because they didn't seem to truly understand what it was their brother had done for the literal world. Dude, when I tell you there's nothing around here, I'm not finding anything. I'm about to just leave. I'm not finding anything. I need to jump off soon too. Yeah, it's like I'm not finding any pieces of paper. Yeah, it's still stuff in there. Not sure. I've been wandering around for the last 12 minutes, I feel like. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. I will say though, with how it ends, my thing is this is just sure, the world's safe for now, but it doesn't mean it's going to remain like that. And I feel like they didn't deal with like the root issue, because the issue was that you had this other like superior people or something like that, or people just thought they were superior or something like that, that was destroying these other earths and siphoning energy off these earths. And so we didn't really deal with the root issue. So literally everything that had happened can happen again, because that other earth that's siphoning energy from their earth can just start all this stuff up again and do all this crap again. So yeah, sure, it might be over for now, but it can all just restart. So it's kind of an unsatisfying end because of that. I thought there was something on the bed I could look at. I'm literally finding nothing, and I need to get off now. So this sucks. Like, why is it so complicated to... It shouldn't be this hard. I'm not finding anything. Like, usually it's like a piece of paper or a book, or I forgot I need to talk to someone again. But no, I'm not seeing...
Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
anything. Well, again, like I said, I need to hop off now. So hopefully when I come back, I can figure out what it is I'm missing. I feel like I've been pretty thorough in my search of this place. And the fact I'm not finding anything is confusing. Worst case, next playthrough, if I don't find anything, I can just leave and not worry about it and try and come back another time. So yeah, next time we're gonna continue with this with just the main story. We're probably gonna run off and go look at this bit, figure out what that is about. It might be like the gang's den or hideout or something like that. So that means probably have a shootout. I might do what I did this time, which is look at some of the side case stuff before getting back into main case. That way I can start dwindling down some of these side cases before we wrap up the game, because we're almost done. We're getting really close. So yeah, sorry this was a bit more of a boring playthrough, but it is weird though, because this is the second time we've had a situation where we had people who look really, really alike in the city. So like, if you remember way back in one of the earlier cases we were dealing with Brutus, he said that there was someone who looked like a spitting image of him that was trying to kill him. And now we have this guy who, you know, was used to frame Charles. So I wonder what that's about. What's with the lookalikes? It's really weird. I wonder if that is another aspect of like this Deep Ones nonsense, or is it just a weird coincidence? It's weird, and it feels like whoever created this game purposely is adding that small detail for some reason. I'm not sure what it is though, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean, but it seems purposeful because it's been mentioned twice now. So, and it's not like, oh, you happen to look like me, moving on. Like, no, there's like some focus made on it, particularly when we deal with Brutus. it's very odd. I'm not sure what to make of that and how that fits with everything else. Is it like crazy important? I don't think so, but it is weird. But yeah, next time I'm gonna try and look around a bit more in this house, seeing if I figure out what it is I'm missing. And if it takes too long, if I've been wandering for like 5 minutes, I'll probably just leave and we go to what I'm assuming again is the gang's hideout. So look forward to that. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on next playthrough. Bye bye.